Hey guys, back again. It's Crypto Matthew. This morning I spent some time just as I do every day, going over a little bit of market research, looking up my plays and seeing if there's any new catalysts. Like today I noticed this morning that it said the ARC block, ABT, which is something I'm heavily invested in. I'm also heavily down on it right now because I bought last year during all the hype. I didn't initially start my buys on this play back then, but I started buying heavily. I had a confirmation bias, if you will, and I just started going heavy in on this. And as you know, or may not know, the price is down on this tremendously. So I did some research to see if there's any catalyst going on that would further my conviction. I haven't lost any conviction in this play. I really think this is a good play. And I found that they're building an entire framework on this agent that they have. It's an AI generating engine, and they're also trying to work with interoperability for Amazon Web Services and OpenAI. Now, I know we had this crash on multi-platforms, a lot of platforms with this Amazon Web Services, but I really think that this ongoing collaboration will pay off in the end. I think they got a confirmed partnership with Google Cloud. They're working with OpenAI, and I really think that this is going to be a good play for me in the end. I think we still have about another year to go in this bull run. I think that everybody should be looking every morning or spend some time daily researching all of their plays. This one here, I looked around about 22 websites. And a quick way to do this is to get you a AI agent or Claude or ChatGPT or even Gemini, and just put into the prompts what catalysts are coming up for such and such play, and then give me a analysis of these things in a report, and it'll generate something for you. And then that way you can study multiple websites all at one time. And so I've consolidated my plays down to three. I'm in Turbo, I'm in Pangolin, which is a decentralized DEX built on Avalanche, and they also work with Hedera, HBAR. There's a couple other. I think that's really going to be a good play, even though I'm massively down on that bag as well. Interestingly enough, I got into meme coins, and I know you're not supposed to have more than 10-20% of your portfolio in a meme coin, but Turbo has ended up being my biggest profiting bag and my biggest position. Honestly, it didn't happen like that on purpose. It just kind of happened because I'm in capital gains, long-term capital gains on my art block and my Pangolin bag. So rather than adding more to that right now, with the uncertainty of how things are going to go, I don't want to really open up more play or new positions on that. So I'm leaving those alone, and I'm just doubling down on my Turbo bag, which I think will be profitable, and I can take a small amount of money and get a lot of coins, or a lot of coins. So that's what's working out for me right now. Every morning, guys, I feel like you guys, well, they say that you should be investing at least 10-15 minutes of time every day, researching your plays and confirming your convictions. And that's good advice. If you're not researching, you don't know what's going on, and you're just buying plays because someone told you to, or these are good plays, and then you don't really have any conviction in those. Really, you're just buying off hype. And so if you find out what these companies are doing, what they're doing to further their progress, because you're an investor in that company or in that token, like stocks. You own a piece of those companies when you buy into stocks. So I want to know what bullish catalysts that these companies have, what roadmaps they have, and what they're doing to best generate profit for all of us. Now, I know that as a retail investor, I don't really have much say-so, or I'm not really a real part owner of any of this stuff, but I can profit off of the moves that they make If they're profitable, then we're going to be profitable. And you have to look at it as such. I just got into this. I just got into a couple of stock trades. I've been looking up different things on puts and options trading and limit orders and all that stuff. And I don't really understand any of the TA or any of that stuff. So in my stocks, I just buy daily if I can, or weekly, or on my paychecks if I can. And I'll just put money into my Vanguard VOO, which mirrors the S&P 500. I have some money in a VUG, which is a growth stock. And I invest in my Roth IRA. Another thing you guys might not know about, if you're a beginner, would be that you can invest inside your Roth IRA, and that's where you get the growth from. If you take money and you just put it in a Roth IRA and you don't put that money to work, it's not going to grow the way that it should. The beauty of that is you put the money into the Roth IRA with after-tax money, and then you put that money to work, and then it grows. And then the interest compounds over time, and that's where all the growth happens. Now, me, I just got started in my 40s, so I'm doubling down to make sure that I put the full amount of money into those each year. You're allowed $7,000 a year to invest inside your Roth IRA, and that over time compounds. But you need 20, 30, 40 years, 50 years if you can. So any of you guys that are 20 years old, I suggest you highly double down on that. Put as much money into the market as you can. Don't go out drinking with your buddies. Don't go out spending all your money in the mall. Don't try to go buy these crazy fast cars and all that stuff. Get you a nice, reliable vehicle. Get you some side hustles and a job, and then just inject as much money into the market as you can. Get in on this while you guys can. If you can start some sort of online business, or maybe even start a YouTube channel. I highly believe that everyone should have some sort of YouTube channel, that everybody can bring some sort of value to the YouTube land. I know I'm not bringing much value here, really. This is more about me just sharing my journey with you guys. But even then, there's some value in that, because somebody might be looking for someone that they can relate to, or someone maybe, like I'm struggling in this whole investment thing. So I watch people that I think are relatable or down-to-earth people. I don't want to watch like a lot of crazy YouTubers who have a lot of gimmicks or always like clickbaity titles and stuff like that. I really just want to find someone that I can look at and see myself in, or I can admire some of their growth and look for the same thing for myself. Really, I'm just a guy that's using a phone. I don't have a laptop or a setup like that or anything. I'm just a guy that put a phone on his counter right here. I got some things that I wrote down on some of my plays, and I'm just gonna sit here in front of this camera and talk to you guys. I really appreciate anyone that views these videos, and if you find any sort of value in there, give me a thumbs up. If you have a question for me, or maybe a topic that you think I should cover, leave a comment in the section down below. And guys, I'm just trying to figure this thing out like you guys are. So I would appreciate a subscribe, appreciate a comment, appreciate a like, share this video with somebody who may be just starting out on their journey. We can do it together. With that being said, I'm Crypto Matthew. You guys have a great day. God bless.